First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
We're good. We're good. He's coming. Shell.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 for 1. Hey, kill.
A play fake for Swift, now Goff. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Lions, nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Lions, nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55. Listen. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. 14. Tighten up. Check 24. Whoa. No.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First down, Vikings. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 3 yards the gain there, second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Goff now to throw. It's another pass to Perriman, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Right there, 54 Mike. Obama. Yes, sir.
Out of the gun, Goff. For the catch made by Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw again on second down. Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
First quarter with the score. Vikings. Come on, man. Let's go. Lions 7. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Strip the ball. Maverick ball. 5. Always orange.
Goff on first down. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Value three, value three. Super. We're good, we're good. Check nipple, nipple, nipple. Slam, slam, slam.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Demir Bird, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of deep.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Derek Rivers showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Flush to his right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Goff. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
12. Check. Motion. Reset.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 22, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Off the play fake, Mond. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they made...
Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Mikel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And what a great call defensively there because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got it. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clock in. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He's got Smith here. Touchdown, Detroit. Jeff Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 40 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. They run. Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go play action here. Mond rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. Mond looks to throw on 1st down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. These 2 teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mond swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Mond. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Jeff Smith there, and it's 3rd and 4. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Goff throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end.
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Flushed out right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got this down to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
The 71 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
From the red red zone now. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Conklin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
35, Lions 21.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mon. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down, Minnesota.
Mond out of the shotgun. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st down, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Mond. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Mon going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Fans the score, Vikings 35, Lions 28.
So they throw
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete. Out of the backfield, he was trying to get that to Alexander Madison. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Mon looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Handoff here to Nwagu, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Third down from the gun, it's Mon. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And
incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Vikings, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.